Okay, friends, Daf Tzadi Tes. Just a brief point over here. The Gemara wanted to know, and the Gemara introduced the idea of Ein Onaah B'Karka. The Gemara brings, in the name of Rav Nachman, that a shliach that made a mistake and he sold karka cheaply, the mechira is batal. So Rabbi Chizda asked, why is the mechira batal? Ein Onaah L'Karkais. To which Rav Nachman responded, that's if an owner makes a mistake regarding his own field. But a shliach who makes a mistake in his field, the Baal Habayis could say, I sent you to help me, not to hurt me. Okay, that's the Gemara. Where the Gemara brings Rabbi Chizda's kasha on Rav Nachman, why would someone, a shliach who sold land cheaply, why would the sale be batal? But Ein Onaah B'Karka, Rav Nachman says that's very nice if you're the owner, not if you're the shliach. So let's examine for a moment this idea of Ein Onaah B'Karka. In general, there are three approaches in the Rishonim. Why Ein Onaah B'Karka? Why is it Ein Onaah B'Karka? Let's see. Do we have it up here? Toisus. We'll begin with Toisus about Metzia. Toisus Baba Basra, Samach Aleph Amud Beis. Toisus quotes, Uma shepirish Rabbeinu Shmuel dolei shaykh b'karka hoidoas damim mishum de'ein Onaah b'karkais. Toisus quotes the Rashbam. The Rashbam says that there is no Onaah by karka because whatever you pay it's worth it. It's valued at that. Why? The Rashbam in Bava Basra, Samach Aleph Amud Beis, on this page, let's see if we can find the Ramaschal Bebika Gedoyla. The Rashbam says something out of this world. Says Rashbam, that the case is, let's say, somebody has many fields, and a person says, I'm selling you this field, and if you want to know which one, well, the money will show which one I'm selling you. And the guy paid a lot of money. He could give him the worst field. Why? Ein Onaah L'Karka. Meaning we don't say damim oidiyim. The Rashbam says there's no idea of damim oidiyim. Why? Because karka has endless value. It's something you hold on to forever. Karka never depletes. So in other words, even if you paid $1 billion for a little piece of land, maybe it's worth it. That's how the Rashbam learns Ein Onaah B'Karka. Mashapir Shabbeinu Shmuel dolei shaykh b'karka hoidoas damim. Money will not lead you to show, will not show and indicate which land was sold, because there's no concept of Onaah B'Karka. Ein nira l'ri. The Ri does not subscribe to that. Why? Dezeh einoi b'shvil sheshava yoiser. It's not because it's really worth more, because we know there's an idea that hektish and avadim, there's also no Onaah. And there you can't say, well, it's something you have forever, and therefore there's no Onaah. But rather, el exeris hakasafu. It is exeris hakasaf. It's a din d'oraisa. It's exeris hakasav. It's a chayk. It's a chayk. The din of Ein Onaah B'Karka is not a svara that whatever you pay, it's worth it. Meaning, the Rashbam learns there's no such thing as getting ripped off in real estate. Buy real estate, spend all the money in the world, it's really worth that amount. That's how the Rashbam learns. The Rashbam learns there's no Onaah in karka because really it's shava that. That's what it's worth. Toisus says no. It's exeris hakosov, Ein Onaah B'Karka. The Sefer HaChinuch gives a rationale for this. The Sefer HaChinuch says, you know why Ein Onaah B'Karka? I'll read to you his first lines. Aval ikar ha'azhara bein b'karka bein metaltu be'emes sheziranu shaloi lahoynos habrias ladas. You're not allowed to willingly trick people. Aval achilik shveineim hu shem nimtzeis Onaah be'metaltel be'yaser mishtos sheyivatel hamecher. Buy movables if if you charge more than a sixth, the sale is null and void. Because it's not a chayk, it's not exeres hakasov. Normal human tolerance is not to tolerate more than a sixth when it comes to overcharging by metalton. Aval bekarka lefisha karka davar kayim la'olam. Since karka lasts forever, derech habriyos limchol boy koloina achar shalak koloisai. People are moichel the dishonesty after it's purchased. So it's not that it's exeres hakasov, and not like the Rashbam that since is kayam la'olam, it's worth that amount. It's not worth that amount. But because I have it forever, I'm moichel. Okay? The Rashbam learns, not that I'm moichel, there's nothing to be moichel for. It's worth that amount. Okay, so we basically have three perushim in the Rishonim. Why ain't I the karka? Tosfos learns it's exeres hakasov. The Rashbam learns it's worth it by karka. The Sefer Chino says it's not worth it, but because I get such a big benefit, I'm moichel. Now let's try to plug it into the Gemara. Does it plug into the Gemara? The Meiri above Metzia says there's no Onaah karka, and therefore there is no ivos. So let's plug it into the Gemara. The Gemara says that a shliach who made a mistake, the Mishaleach says, hey, I sent you to help me, not to hurt me. Wait a second. According to, let's say, the Rashbam, if the vart of Ein Onaah Karka is exeres hakasov, so you could say, okay, it's exeres hakasov, there's no Onaah, but still, I don't want you shliach to do this. So you could perhaps nullify the shlichus. If the pshat is, though, there is no ivus, there's nothing wrong, there's no wrongdoing, nothing twisted was committed. So then what's the Gemara saying that the Mishalech says to the shliach, I sent you to help me, not to hurt me. You didn't hurt me. Meaning according to the Rashbam, that it's worth it, that the karka is worth it. What exactly is the Gemara's answer? That I sent you to help me, not to hurt me. You're not hurting me. So what's the answer? And this is how we explain the Gemara. The Shita Mekubetzes quotes the Ravid that the reason why the shlichus is batal, it's not midin onaah, it's midin ta'os. It's midin ta'os. I sent you to do A, and you did B. So it's not that I'm avatel the shlichus because of onaah. There's taka no onaah b'karka. I'm avatel the shlichus for a totally different reason. The nekuda is, it's not that because of onaah, so therefore it's nullified. It's that you were not sent for this because of the error you made. Because of the error you made, therefore, I didn't appoint you for this. It's not midin. Right? So let's think about what the shliach did. The shliach took land and he sold it for a bad price. Reb Chizda asked, Ein onaah. So what's Reb Nachman saying back? Nachman saying back, onaah is a situation where the owner sells the land. So if there's no onaah, so it's a valid sale. But by a shliach, he could say, look, my minoi had a certain mindset. The mindset is, I want you to do what I had in mind. I did not have this in mind. It's true, you did not get tricked because maybe it's worth it. Even if it's worth it, this is not what I appointed you to do. Therefore, your appointment was faulty. It's not midin onaah, it's midin ta'as. This is what the Ravid says, that the bittul shlichus is not midin onaah, midin ta'as. Shu amar limkar shava mana b'meya V'hu machar shava meya v'dinar b'mana, nimtza sheshagag. Avlit savel likach sada pleni afilu ta b'dam be'miyum bazar. So that's an issue of Onaah. Let's see where he finishes this off. And there's no Onaah b'karka. In other words, if the Mishalech commands the Shliach to buy a field, buy X field, and he made a mistake, so in that case, that's an issue of Onaah. Onaah ain't Onaah b'karka. But in this case, I told you to make a purchase, and you contravened my mindset. Even though regarding a price we don't say Onaah, but this is not a matter of Onaah. This is midin ta'as. You sold more than I told you to sell. Not you didn't get the price that I wanted. You sold more land than I told you to sell. So it's not because of the deficiency in the price, it's because of the amount of karka that was sold. So in any event, these are just kedai to be aware of, 3 different approaches in Rishonim regarding Onaah b'karka. You have Tosfos that's Exeris HaKosov, you have the Rashbam that it's worth it, and you have the Sefer HaChinuch that it's the mindset of people is to be moichal because of the value. Not that there's no ivus, there is an ivus, but the ivus is nimchal, as opposed to Rashbam that there's no ivus b'chlal. Okay, Rabbi Isai, we're just trying to catch up over here. Hopefully tonight, if you're available, Daf Tzadi Tes, okay? Have a good day, everyone. Bracha v'atzlacha. Shkoyach for joining. Kol Tov. Kol Tov.
Thank you, Rob. Welcome back.
Thank you. Kol Tov.